In Coronation Street, a few notorious characters have reached serial killer status by committing multiple murders over long-running story arcs. While many residents have resorted to killing once, the following are the most prominent serial killers to have terrorized Weatherfield. The show's first major serial killer, Richard Hillman. His reign of terror on the street ran from 2002. Known for his family man facade, he left business partner Dougie Ferguson to die.
Richard, please, we can't leave.
Richard's next victim was ex-wife Patricia Hillman with a shovel. The killing occurred after Patricia unexpectedly arrived in Weatherfield demanding that Richard buy out her 20% share in their joint business, Kellett Holdings. In January 2003, Richard broke into the Peacock House to murder Emily Bishop. He intended to frame local teenager Aidan Critchley for the crime to cover his financial tracks. While Emily was babysitting young Joshua Peacock, Richard struck her with a crowbar. However, Maxine returned home early from a party at the Rover's return and caught him in the act. The next serial killer to feature on Coronation Street was John Stape between 2007 and 2011. Teacher turned accidental serial killer, Colin Fishwick. While John did not technically murder him, he is often counted in his body count because Colin dropped dead of a brain hemorrhage during a heated confrontation with John. Instead of calling for help, John hid the body to protect his stolen identity. Charlotte Hoyle. This was John's first actual murder. He attacked her with a hammer after she tried to blackmail him.
Let's tell Fizz everything and see what happens!
Put the hammer down.
What?
Charlotte!
It's time to tell Fizz the dirty truth about John Stape!
No!
John accidentally killed Colin's elderly mother while confessing the truth about her son's death to her. When she began to panic, he smothered her to keep her quiet, which triggered a fatal heart attack. Coronation Street villain Pat Phelan murdered 4 people during his reign of terror. His victims were largely people who discovered his fraudulent property schemes or threatened to expose his crimes. In 2016, Pat stood by and watched Michael die of a heart attack after a confrontation, refusing to help him. After holding Andy Carver captive for months in 2017, Pat Andy to kill Vinny, then shot Andy dead.
I've worked it all out. My plan will work. I know it will.
Dead man, Phelan! Dead man.
Sorry, kid.
No, listen to me!
Then in 2018, Pat killed Luke Britton. After Luke discovered evidence linking Phelan to the disappearance of Andy Carver and threatened to go to the police, the two engaged in a violent brawl where Luke knocked Phelan unconscious. Phelan quickly recovered and pursued Luke's car in his van, eventually forcing him off the road. Stephen Reed's reign as a serial killer on Coronation Street begun in 2022. During his time in Weatherfield, Stephen was responsible for the deaths of 3 men. Leo Tompkins, Stephen's first victim, whom he pushed off a factory balcony during a heated confrontation in September 2022. Leo's father, Teddy Tompkins, who was murdered by Stephen in January 2023 after he correctly suspected Stephen of killing his son. Stephen bludgeoned him with a heavy hole punch. Rufus Donahue, a businessman who blackmailed Stephen. Stephen drugged him with LSD and drowned him in his own swimming pool in April 2023. 4 of the darkest killers to ever haunt Coronation Street. But the question is, who do you think was the most evil? Drop your answer in the comments, hit like, and follow for more soap drama. Thanks for watching.